So there's a lot of positives there. I want to bring in now American Principles Project Senior Fellow Paula Scanlan, along with Fox Business correspondent Madison Allworth. Madison, I just find this thing to be so fascinating, right? The idleness, you know, historically we've talked about idleness and what happens, particularly if you're just kind of, your mind is wandering, because it seems to always drift in negative stuff.
Yeah, I also think this plays into social media. So I think mindless mind wandering, when you're doom scrolling or even just on Instagram, not in any direction, you're seeing maybe one or two good videos and then a couple of disturbing videos, and your mind kind of wanders in that direction. Or with AI, if you watch these AI created videos, I think we're spending a lot of time not actively thinking, kind of wandering, and it's adding to this general malaise, because I know that if I accidentally spend 30 minutes on my phone, I feel a lot worse. And I think we're seeing it widespread.
So then maybe he was falling into old-fashioned, listen to music, prayer, worship, talk, conversation. Those things are easy, and they're inexpensive, they're free.
Yeah, I know. No one seems to be doing them. I think also the lack of sleep gets to me. I know, like, when I'm trying to go to bed at night, I say I need to get to bed at this time, and then I'm doom scrolling for hours and hours, and people are sleeping less. You have access to too much. I think that's part of the problem. But overall, yeah, there's an unhappiness epidemic, and I think social media and phones and technology.
Well, they say under 30 is really acute. Why is it so acute there? Is that the social media aspect of it?
I think so. I think young people are on their phones much more than adults. I mean, everyone has phones now, but social media is really rampant with young people.
So let's talk about the role of AI, because there's a piece in the journal that says AI will widen the gap between superstars and everyone else, right? So everyone's kind of thinking, you know, with ChatGPT, it levels me up. I'm as smart as the next person or whatever, but they're saying it's going to make it worse.
You know, Charles, I thought we were going to try to make it better today, not make us more unhappy.
We're looking for solutions. We're looking for solutions.
Right. So I do think in the short term, I do think AI can be a problem, because there's certain early adopters who are going to use it and be able to advance. And then I think it's up to companies and maybe it's up to the government. I don't know. I get a little hesitant to say that, but I do think we need to worry about the entire workforce, because it does feel like some are going to get ahead, and then others, especially early level workers who can be easily replaced by AI, are already kind of experiencing that.
Right, but it's not just work now, right? Sam Altman says he's going to open up OpenAI is going to allow for erotica and adult users, right? So it's creeping into relationships, even maybe, you know, I mean, and again, this gets back to what makes us happy. This would be a substitute for that.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, and I did not know what to think of that. I don't know how I feel about that. I think AI is too intrusive, but back to the conversation about the workforce, I think that what we're going to see is people are going to be too dependent on it. I mean, I even find myself checking things on AI that I shouldn't be needing to, like basic grammar structures of sentences, spellings of words that I know and I don't. Things I know I should know.
Charles, back real quick to the Sam Altman tweet, because I think that is wild. That came out yesterday on the same day that they announced that they were introducing this safety council. This age gating thing is supposed to be so that in December, users are going to be separated into young users and older users. Young users have a more restrictive experience. These older users are treated like adults, which means potentially having these erotic conversations. What's happening is we are replacing relationships between a man and woman with AI. In fact, 1 in 3 students, kids, say that either they or someone they know has interacted with an AI, ChatGPT, for a romantic relationship. So it's so important. That happiness chart, how do we get it? Sex, talking, that should be done with a human, and yet AI is replacing that.
Well, one of the reasons, though, is it's been this sort of cancel culture, right? I mean, here's a headline from CNN. After years of progress on gender, the male gaze is back. Paula, they're saying it's a bad thing for a man to look at a woman like, man, she's sexy. Like, oh, you know, I mean, if a guy can't look at a woman, this is nature, right? You ever watch nature videos, you know, the peacock and all that stuff? I mean, I don't get it. So if you can't do this, if you're going to be chastised for it, you go into a dark closet and go online.
Yeah, I'd like to hope it never went away. I don't know what CNN's reporting. I mean, every relationship probably started that way.
You can be honest, it never went away for you.
No, but it's one of those things. I mean, any relationship, you're going to look at them. If you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you have to know if they're attractive or not. You're going to see it, whether you want to admit it or not. And it is scary. And that movie Her, did you guys watch that back in the day?
I didn't watch it.
That is now becoming a reality now. And I remember when I watched that, it was so disturbing. And now that's today's culture.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's be real. The male gaze never went away. The female gaze never went away. I think marketing.
But you have to be slick about it, though.
Yeah,
That's when you acting like you're on your phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whoa,
Wow.
I'm checking. Well, yeah. Well, it's cold in Boise. Like, you know.
Right. I think marketers were like, oh yeah, this is no longer of interest. It's always been of interest.
All right. Nobody has a personality anymore. This is an article out today. And again, maybe, you know, the sort of sameness, and, you know, my generation is obsessed with treating every trait as a symptom of a disorder. You agree with that?
I think we do this, and the reason is because we've elevated people who have mental disorders in this country, whether it's the transgender ideology, whether it's through other things, and so everyone needs to be part of that marginalized group, which is people with mental disorders. And bottom line is, a majority of people should not have mental disorders, and we shouldn't celebrate that. Everyone should have a personality and be different, and it doesn't make you weird if you have
We should celebrate those personalities, you think?
Yeah,
Madison?
I mean, maybe not yours and mine, because maybe we are. No, but I do think we should celebrate it. And I think to your point, if you're a little strange, that doesn't mean that you are on the spectrum. It might just mean that you really like collecting toy cars. I don't think that means
you really like trains.
Right.
Right. You could just like trains. It's
Right.
okay to like trains.
Well, I like those little green army men. I'm going to tell you
Okay,
right now.
there
I can
you
play
go.
with
You
those
like
for a
watches?
long time.
You
Yeah.
collect a lot of watches?
I love my watches.
That doesn't
Absolutely.
make you have autism unless the doctor has told you otherwise.
No.
Right, great. So but online, someone would be like, oh, that's a
We got to
trait
have
of
personalities.
autism. Yeah.
So this kind of takes me to a report, two reports I saw. One that says physical activity is hurting pregnancy, a woman being able to have children. But the other one is interest in creatine is surging, particularly among women. You're both of you guys are very athletic.
I mean, okay, yes, thank you, Charles.
Okay.
One is an actual athlete.
Former D1 athlete. I was actually told originally not to take creatine, but upon research, the reason people didn't want people to take creatine was because of kidney problems and also just bulking up in general. But they've now debunked that, so maybe that's why the sales in women are up. But I did see the thing that apparently women who work out more are less likely to be fertile. I don't know what to make of that one.
Yeah, I feel like science is always changing in general, especially whether it's because of happiness and exercise makes us happier, or just like general health. This is a country where there's heart disease and diabetes are huge problems. So we should not be encouraging women away from working out. Now, should you be working out to exhaustion every day? Probably not. Yeah. But like working out every day is good.
So
I work out every day.
We promise solutions. We promise solutions. Go to the gym.
Yes.
Bring back the gays at the gym.
Talk to people.
Talk to people.
No AI boyfriends,
Have
real
a
life
personality.
boyfriends.
I think we solved it. Happiness
job.
solution.
Good job.
Ladies,
Yes.
thank you both very, very much.
Anytime.